The only people who get paid to watch TV. The 50 greatest shows of all time. Let's get it started.
Tonight, celebrating TV Guide's 50th anniversary, the editors take on the toughest job of them all, picking which television shows deserve to be honored as the very best of all time. And they've invited some of TV's biggest names to join the party, including Mary Tyler Moore, Dick Van Dyke, Jerry Seinfeld, Rosie O'Donnell, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Seth Green, Gillian Anderson, Roseanne, Alan Alda, Rob Reiner, Sean P. Diddy Combs, Jim Belushi, William Shatner, George Wendt, Aida Turturro, John Ratzenberger, Tony Danza, Wayne Brady, Michael Imperioli, Jerry Orbach, Howie Mandel, Malcolm Jamal Warner, and all 5 members of NSYNC. We'll be starting at number 50, and the results are going to make some people glad and some people crazy. So pull up a couch and let the battles begin. Here we go. TV Guide's 50 best shows of all time.
Boy, that's going to be something to see.
Starting off at number 50, Bewitched.
It was a great show, and it was magical. I was young, and when I was a kid, I totally believed that it was real. I didn't think that it, I thought there was really a witch somewhere.
Where'd everyone go?
No, where did he go? In her ultimate magic trick, Samantha switched Darrens on us halfway through the series. She may not have noticed the difference, but we did.
It confused me as a kid, and they switched Darrens, and they never explained it. And all of a sudden, it's a different father. It totally messed me up.
Samantha made magic look easy. All you had to do was wiggle your nose.
Here it goes. This is my best one. It's not. It's my mouth that's moving. No, I can't do that. I can make a face like a fish.
Welcome to the very first National Oprah Winfrey Show!
Oprah Winfrey began making her own kind of TV magic in 1986, celebrating our human potential while advancing the potential of television. Oprah is number 49.
That brings our Angel Network grand total to $3,557,083.94.
What you all have shown is that we are people in this country who care about each other.
At number 48, Taxi.
What kind of skills can he possibly have? None. What kind of job can we possibly get him?
Taxi was a virtual breeding ground for comic genius, giving television audiences their first look at Danny DeVito, Andy Kaufman, Christopher Lloyd, Judd Hirsch, and Tony Danza.
First of all, for me, it changed my whole life. I was a club fighter with a college education. Wasn't doing anything with it except fighting. My mother was so aggravated with me.
The only reason why guys like you got to stay home, protest, and get loaded is because guys like me were over in Nam doing your fighting for you. What do you say to that?
Thank you.
It was really unbelievable. I went from fighting 6-rounders in Prospect Hall in Brooklyn to being on a show that was, one of the, as we're here for, one of the greatest of all time.
Next, the cartoon that beat out contenders, including the Flintstones and Scooby-Doo, Rocky and Bullwinkle. While at number 46, TV Guide chose from all 4 Star Trek series as its favorite, The Next Generation.
Star Trek exists as a note of hope and a note of triumph, if you will, for human beings who can take their basic nature and change it, tweak it just enough to take the good and use that and try and deal with the bad.
Next, film director David Lynch's cult classic, Twin Peaks, a show that took us on a bizarre quest to solve the murder of Laura Palmer. Obsessed audiences formed support groups to figure out the mystery. Maybe they could have used the help of television's first shrink, Bob Newhart, whose show is number 44 on TV Guide's list.
Well, sometimes I think it's just the light on your face. Sometimes when you walk by a house and you see that TV on, you just see that blue light, and it's like they're tanning in there. It's just about getting that light on your face. Doesn't matter what's on. Nobody cares what's on anyway. They only want to know what else is on. That's why you watch TV, to find out what else is on. I know what's on. I can see that. What else is on?
Burning its way onto the screen at number 43, Bonanza. The first network drama in color introducing America to the Cartwright family and a new heartthrob, Michael Landon.
Very interesting.
It was the biggest party of the 60s. Every star in Hollywood appeared on it. Even the President of the United States dropped in.
Sock it to me?
Ronan Martin's Laugh-In is number 42.
Doing the Laugh-In show is my second favorite thing in the whole world. My first is having an unclean yak sit on my dinner.
Flying under the radar of network censors, Laugh-In made a habit of mentioning the unmentionable.
All the kids in my school are really proud of the astronauts. Imagine to stay that high for that long.
Hi, Big Dick here.
I tried to join the sexual revolution, but I flunked the physical.
Make war, not love.
And that's the truth.
I'm sorry, because you're about... Did everybody else know the Slayer was a robot? Glory.
The truth is, she's not a robot. But she is a vampire slayer. At number 41, it's Buffy.
You guys having a fight? Because, you know, fighting's not cool.
Demons, curses, spells, witchcraft, werewolves. And you thought your high school was tough.
We use the monsters, the demons, the vampires, etc. basically as metaphors for the horrors that was originally high school life and became college life and now adult life.
You never ever got a single date in high school, did you?
Your point being?
There was a huge lapse for years of strong, empowered women roles. But we really haven't had anything like that since Wonder Woman and the Bionic Woman. But it's fun to be a part of sort of almost just like the reinvention of television.
Who is your all-time favorite villain? Cigarette Man from The X-Files, J.R. Ewing from Dallas, the Joker from Batman, Newman from Seinfeld. TV Guide's online voters said Newman. Coming up, surprising revelations from the stars.
I think we both had kind of a crush on each other.
The show was nothing but therapy for me.
And find out if your favorite show makes the list as we count down the 50 best shows of all time.
You aren't the only one who suffers on a bad allergy day. Thank goodness for Kleenex tissues. Kleenex Ultra Soft is the softest tissue, which is good news for at least one of you.
Tomorrow, you can bring home your very own snow dogs. They're housebroken.
How you like that? You really stepped in it this time.
Oh, that's cold.
Loyal.
Where's those dogs?
They're eating the house.
Tastes like chicken.
And obedient.
Ready, set, push!
What a drag. Snow Dogs, available to own on Disney DVD and video tomorrow. Rated PG.
Tell it to the paw.
Excuse me, where'd you get the blimp?
Oh, I bought a set of Goodyear tires.
I want some Goodyear tires.
Okay, honey.
Did you just move the blimp?
No.
At Sears Auto Center, all Goodyear tires are 10 to 30% off, so you can get exactly what you want at the lowest prices of the season. Sears, where else?
Our cover girl on her wedding day said, "I won't wear lipstick that wears away." Outlast goes 8 hours without reapplying. From kiss to cake, there's no denying. 34 shades, no reapplying. Outlast lip color from Easy Breezy Beautiful Cover Girl.
I need to make this bigger.
Okay. How big do you want it?
Big.
Kodak Picture Maker lets you do more things than ever with your pictures.
That should be big enough.
Bigger.
And it's so easy to use, you can make great pictures even better in just 5 minutes.
all do that?
Let's see.
Share the moment, share life.
Millions of viewers have made the journey to Dinotopia.
This is fantastic.
The New York Times calls it Jurassic Park meets the Wizard of Oz.
It's time for you to see as the dinosaurs see.
The amazing conclusion of television's first mega series, Dinotopia, tomorrow at 8/7 Central on ABC.
Wednesday, it's a night of firsts. On My Wife and Kids, Junior gets his first car.
I got my license. Oh, God, please help us.
Then on the season finale of According to Jim, Cheryl will do anything to find out the plans for her first surprise party.
Tell me! I don't know anything! All right!
And for the first time on network TV,
I haven't been this close to an eagle since I slept with Joe Walsh.
only the cast of Drew could do a show with no script. It's a brand new night of My Wife and Kids, According to Jim and Drew. ABC Wednesday starting at 8/7 Central. Welcome back to TV Guide's 50 Best Shows of All Time, where we're counting down to number 1. One actor was so tall that he had to be filmed standing in a hole to be eye level with his co-stars. The answer at 6'7" is James Arness, who played Marshal Matt Dillon in the longest-running drama in TV history, Gunsmoke.
Put him in the car.
Hey, what do you mean? I'm just busting it with good information. You ought to listen to it.
Put him in the car.
Hey, come on, pal. Have a heart, huh?
James Garner starred as Maverick Private Eye Jim Rockford in The Rockford Files. His role was originally offered to Robert Blake, who got gun-shy and turned it down. At number 38, The Larry Sanders Show, a sitcom about a talk show that blurred the lines between fact and fiction.
People came on that show and played themselves and made fun of themselves and twisted what the audience must think of them.
Larry, just telling Elvis just how wonderful he was out there.
Oh, yeah, you were great tonight. Too expensive to bring the whole band?
With what you pay me, you're lucky you got the guitar. What can I say about Gary Shandling? I've never seen a more perfect character for him. He was never afraid to be the bad guy or egomaniacal or self-centered or just plain pissy.
David Duchovny is here.
Where?
He's behind the curtain.
David Duchovny came on the show and played himself, but he had this weird fixation with Larry.
Sometimes I do wish that I was gay recently because I find you very attractive.
As ridiculous as some of the scenarios were, it never felt fake.
It's like a warmth or a buzz. It's definitely a heterosexual feeling, but it's directed at you. It's very confusing to me to understand it.
Everything was perfect about that show. It's truly, in my opinion, one of the greatest shows of all time.
You really care about me, don't you?
But playing it straight was David Duchovny's real claim to fame, appearing opposite Gillian Anderson as part of science fiction's Odd Couple on The X-Files, number 37.
Scully, if what our friend from the CIA says is true, this could blow the lid off one of the biggest national security conspiracies ever.
Our friend from the CIA is about as unbelievable as his story.
As his X-Files took on a momentous task of explaining all the secrets that the government withholds from the general public and the paranoia.
In a secret agreement, someone is allowing the Gregors to be systematically eliminated by a man who I believe is a Russian spy killer.
All of a sudden, we had the formula of what was successful, and everybody said, okay, well, we're going to do our version of that because now we know what works. We're going to hire the redhead, we're going to hire the tall guy with the dark hair, we're going to have, cryptic dialogue.
We've got 3 deaths of identical victims, no bodies, a virtual non-suspect.
Sounds just like an X-File.
Who knew? I mean, there's so many people who said, you got to be kidding me. This is going to last, 13 episodes. Bye.
Next, The Fugitive, a cross-country manhunt starring David Jansen as an escaped convict on a relentless search for the one-armed man. And at number 35, Roseanne.
I went in with huge, rebellious and noble aspirations as a woman who never saw people like me on television, and I wanted to correct the symbolism.
She was a real mother in every sense of the word.
I wouldn't want to offend you ladies.
And I wouldn't want to offend you either, you balding albino idiot.
We also voted that the restaurant's official bird should be the toucan.
Would you like to see the bird I voted for?
For 9 seasons, Roseanne gave us gut-busting comedy fueled by real-life drama. much of it her own.
She changed the whole way we viewed TV families. They were not picture perfect. Roseanne's show showed that the gritty underbelly is more beautiful than the faux plastic exterior.
I'm not done with you. Ow! Ow! Stop! Understand?
We had imperfect people acting in imperfect ways, and that was kind of mind-boggling for television.
Who hit you?
Your grandpa hit me. A lot. The show was nothing but therapy for me, totally. It was therapy from day one to the end.
I'm sorry you got hit.
I'm sorry you got hit too. It changed me and helped me, and it was a great, great experience.
Next, the most successful television spin-off of all time. Straight out of Cheers, Frasier.
Frasier and Niles are my favorite couple on television.
There you go, triple espresso and my mocha latte. Do those chocolate shavings look different to you? No. Well, they do to me.
And I am fascinated by how the two of them can make two pretty obnoxious characters so kindly thought of.
What on earth could have made him think that I was interested in him? All I did was ask him if he was attached, and then we talked about the theater and men's fashions. Oh, my God.
Next, at number 33, Playhouse 90, a venerable 50s classic that launched television drama.
I like TVs. I like TV in the bathroom. I like TV in the formal dining room. I like TV by the bathtub. I like TV where the toilet is at. I like TV in the living room where you're not supposed to watch TV. I like TV in the kitchen. I have TVs in my cars and the headrest of the seats. I think I love television.
30 years before Ozzy Osbourne led us into his family, the Louds led us into theirs.
It's entertainment time at the Loud House.
An American Family was TV's first reality show. While Dad filed his taxes, Mom filed for divorce. And while Sis cleaned out her closet, a son came out of his.
Mother, I have a secret life that you don't know about.
Well, I've always suspected that.
The Defenders weighs in at 31, a 60s legal drama starring E.G. Marshall and Robert Reed, who 4 years later moved on to play the dad in The Brady Bunch. What show gave a first break to comedy geniuses Mel Brooks, Woody Allen, Carl Reiner, and Neil Simon? The answer is number 30 on the list, Your Show of Shows. This 50s classic put the polish on the golden age of television, way back when Caesar was the emperor of comedy. Sid Caesar, that is.
Now we'd like to sing another song for you.
Your Show of Shows. It was Sid Caesar and his talent that started it.
I'm used to being treated like a lady. Baby, take your hands off her. I didn't stop her.
It was a milestone in television comedy because this was the first time they tailored sketches and satire for television.
Ah, it's like you.
I wouldn't go out on Saturday night. They did 90 minutes live every week. And it was brilliant. I don't think it's ever been equaled.
Coming up, the cast of Friends. NSYNC gives a musical tribute to their favorite show and behind the scenes at Seinfeld.
We actually didn't even care that we weren't doing that well because we were having such a blast.
Stay tuned as we count down the best of all time.
I've always been a health nut. Just ask my kids. But at 60, things start to change. I'm not taking one prescription anymore, I'm taking 3.
Did you know that certain prescriptions may interact with common medications like pain relievers? But the medicine in Tylenol is different. It's least likely to have drug interactions. Ask your doctor.
I think I'm having the time of my life.
Tylenol. When taking other medications, take comfort in our strength.
Tie this horse to the post. No food or water.
Some legends can never be tamed. Some spirits can never be broken. On May 24th, DreamWorks Pictures presents a new motion picture experience for everyone. The critics are already calling Spirit the best animated story since The Lion King. Spirit, rated G, starts Friday, May 24th everywhere.
Where the cheese go? Where the cheese at?
Where's the cheese at?
Where the cheese go?
Where's the cheese at?
Where the cheese go? Inside, inside. Inside. Where the cheese go? Inside, inside. Where the cheese go? Inside. Where the cheese be? Inside, inside. Where the cheese be? Inside.
Y'all ready for this? Are you ready for something new? Something different, something exciting? It's Toyota's nationwide summer event with 18 models to choose from. It's here. The redesigned, totally transformed 2003 Corolla. A dramatic new look and more standard features. Or take home the all-new 2003 Matrix. This one you just gotta see to believe.
Y'all ready for this?
Get the Toyota you've been wanting now. We're ready. Are you?
If laughter is the best medicine, then we are one healthy family.
When you laugh, your whole mouth shows. Teeth, gums, breath. But Aquafresh keeps it all protected with 3 toothpastes in one. Strong teeth all day long. Healthy gums. Clean, fresh breath. And a cool, confident feeling you feel all over. Today's Aquafresh, the whole mouth paste.
This Tuesday, a priest involved in a crime.
Hey, where you going, Padre? What is this?
It could happen.
You say another word, I'll strangle you with that collar.
They're on a search for the truth.
Quit lying to us!
But no one's ready to confess their sins. Viewer discretion is advised for a new NYPD Blue ABC Tuesday, right after the conclusion of Dinotopia.
This Wednesday, you've watched them grow from their front page birth through the terrible twos. And now, the Dilly sextuplets are back, facing new hurdles and their first crisis. Just how close were they to losing a child?
Were you scared?
Yeah, because I was his best buddy.
Wednesday, the Dilly Six-Pack is back, a Diane Sawyer primetime special.
Welcome back to TV Guide's 50 Best Shows of All Time, where we're counting down to number 1. Who is TV's all-time favorite couple? Archie and Edith from All in the Family, Chandler and Monica from Friends, Maddie and David from Moonlighting, or Sam and Diane from Cheers? The winner is Chandler and Monica from Friends. Whoops, we better get back to the countdown. At number 29, Donahue, the talk show pioneer whose show ran for 29 years, and he ran with it.
You hate this.
I hate it.
You hate it. Why do you hate it?
I don't know. You look odd.
Did you sleep with Madonna?
This next show smashed stereotypes and revived the family comedy, The Cosby Show.
It was a show that everyone could relate to. It was, the Huxtables were an upper middle class black family, but the show was about a family. The Cosby Show was, in a sense, you know, the Black Brady Bunch, if you will.
Next up at number 27, Sesame Street.
The minute you hear the keys hit, it's like, oh, it's Sesame Street.
Sunny days, sweeping the clouds away. On my way to where the air is sweet. Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street?
We have cookies and more cookies.
When we actually did the show, it was just so weird because we went on the set and we were like, wow, we're on Sesame Street.
Glad to see ya!
The magic of Sesame Street is Oscar's can.
LMNOP.
And I've learned all the alphabet, all my counting, everything like that from Sesame Street.
Oh, wow, yeah!
It's cool for kids to learn when they think that they're not learning. It's a part of your life.
Next stop, The Twilight Zone, the benchmark of television science fiction, hosted by Rod Serling. And at 25, America's favorite 4-letter word, MASH.
You dance beautifully.
Thank you. So do you.
You going to be in town for the whole convention?
For me, what was very unusual about MASH was that it broke the mold of what was expected of a comedy show, of a half-hour comedy show.
Hey, fella, could you smile a little bit like you got confidence in the doctor?
Get this guy inside and prep him. We promised MacArthur we'd get the war on schedule.
I don't think it was so much an anti-war show as it was a program that actually took into account, for almost the first time, that war hurts, that people get wounded in war, people die in war. Well, that had never been shown in a comedy before. I mean, how do you be funny after that? Well, we found a way.
Why don't you take your other blanket and use that?
I'd like to, but somebody stole it. This war is turning everybody into a criminal, and it's making me sick.
Well, next time, try to stay out of the draft.
Why is TV better off because MASH was on the air? I think TV was better off when MASH was on the air.
Number 24, Law and Order. Producer Dick Wolf couldn't make up his mind whether to do a cop show or a lawyer show. So he did both, and an institution was born.
No. But he's cute.
You've been at this too long, honey. He's dead.
Well, Law and Order is pretty accurate about the criminal justice system, except we do it in an hour where it takes them 6 months or a year. No, we just speed it up a lot.
Well, don't go anywhere, okay?
No, I won't.
All right.
She likes you.
Yeah, maybe if I play my cards right.
New York is the great backdrop. You know, you've got every kind of conceivable location and situation. You've got a homeless guy pushing a cart just went through there. Yes, they have those things in other cities, but it's not in the kind of variety that it has in New York.
Next, the jewel in the crown of network news, Nightline.
Nightline still has the capacity to say on any given night, look, we realize that there are 15 things out there that are important today, and you saw a little bit of all of them on our evening news program earlier. But we want to focus your attention on one important thing.
Go on. Okay. He's settling down. Betadine?
20 vitamin
All right, hold it. Are we tubing him or cracking him? Cracking him. Carter, look at his face.
From the newsroom to the emergency room at number 22, ER.
One of the things I find most interesting about watching TV is that the finger that hits the button on the remote is the last part of the human body to fall asleep. Your head can be back, eyes shut, you could be in deep REM. The finger continues clicking, continues looking for more entertainment. I don't know why we fight sleep to watch TV. That's a very strange human phenomenon. I could sleep. I'm practically asleep on the couch, and I try and snap out of it to get more TV.
8 years ago, they became each other's best friends. Now they've become ours. An ensemble cast of 6 megastars shining as one, Friends.
Who of the 6 of you has slept with who of the 6 of you?
Sorry, the answer there would be none of us.
Have any of you ever almost?
Yeah, I'll take there's a dog out there.
This next show breathed new life into the hospital drama, St. Elsewhere.
Up until the point that St. Elsewhere came on the air, a hospital show would fit a format. The doctor it was like a superhero show where he would fix the problem, and we weren't heroes, we were real humans.
Dr. Griffin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been waiting for you to have time to talk with me.
Well, as you can see, Mr. O'Casey.
3 days for one little conversation. Are you doctors so damn busy you don't have time to return a person's message?
I've got your number. I can call you in an hour.
No.
Are you all right?
Mom?
You would sit and watch a show, and 1 second you'd be laughing your, can I say ass?
You can kiss my ass, pal.
I'm pregnant. And the next second you would be crying hysterically. I think it mirrored life more than most shows up to that point had.
Stabilize her pulse and respiration. Let's get her upstairs.
I think it was Denzel Washington's first series. And I think working with me really paid off for him. I mean, that's just my opinion.
Coming up, inside stories from The Sopranos, Carol Burnett, and Saturday Night Live.
That first cast, which included my brother, captured the hearts of America.
Stay with us as we zero in on the best show of all time.
unsociable host, or unbearable allergies? When seasonal allergies keep you from enjoying the things you do, Allegra can help. Only Allegra has fexofenadine, so unlike many other antihistamines, it won't make you drowsy, and Allegra gives you 24-hour relief. For people 12 and older, side effects are low and may include headache, cold, or back pain. Talk to your doctor today about Allegra and get back to your party. Non-drowsy Allegra, real relief for real living.
Now you can experience the year's most terrifying thriller.
What do you want?
The 2-disc DVD set comes loaded with haunting extras. Golden Globe nominee Nicole Kidman. The Others.
Where is my daughter? I am your daughter.
Buy the DVD or rent the video May 14th.
This is my grandpa. Give him good food and good people, he'll charm you all night. So we took him to Olive Garden for the chicken and shrimp limone. It was perfect. Chicken and shrimp tossed with pasta and a white wine lemon sauce. Plus all the salad and breadsticks you want. Olive Garden. When you're here, you're family. Let's do this.
Frozen turkey. New kid. What do you call the only side-by-side that's wider on both sides? The wide-by-side. Possibly the most versatile refrigerator in the whole wide world.
Allow me.
The wide-by-side. Another dependable idea.
You need help to your car with that?
Only from Maytag.
The more you live, the more you love, the more you laugh. The more a bladder control issue shouldn't hold you back. Discover Serenity Slender. A breakthrough creates 3 layers of protection. The core of super absorbers keeps you drier in our thinnest design ever. Even the leading maxi doesn't come close to letting you feel this free. Serenity Slender. More protection, less pad. Now that's more you.
I killed a man. You snapped. This Sunday, ABC presents The Practice 2-hour season finale at a special time, 9/8 Central.
You don't think this involves me?
Not enough it doesn't.
My son is faced with losing his mother.
Get out! The Practice season finale, Sunday, 9/8 Central, only on ABC. It made your heart race, your skin crawl, and America cheer. That's Incredible the Reunion, Tuesday, May 21st on ABC.
TV Guide's 50 best shows of all time will continue in a moment here on ABC.
Start with the freshest and best produce you'll find anywhere.
You get into the store faster, so it's always fresher.
Add Wegmans' expertise with the Great American Grill. And the result? Incredible new meals you can grill anywhere. Check out our Meal of the Week in the produce department. Wegmans, great grilling.
All the ingredients are right here, and we'll teach you how.
We'll make it easy.
Wegmans.
After 15 straight years of crushing the competition, Ford Ranger is still #1. And during truck season, get $2,500 cash back. $2,500 cash back. Plus, with additional factory-to-dealer incentives, you can't buy or lease for less than now during truck season.
Coming up tonight at 11 on Action News 24, one local school district may be forced to cut quite a few sports. Tonight, we'll tell you about the tough decisions Girard's school directors have to make.
And just 2 weeks from Memorial Day and the unofficial start of summer. So is Erie's most popular tourist attraction ready for the crowds? We'll let you know.
Well, the rain here on Jet Pinpoint Doppler has a silver lining. It's helping out the drought situation from last year. We'll tell you by how much.
Action News 24 is on your side. TV 24 has your numbers. The Daily Number, Big 4, Cash 5, and the Super 6 Lotto. The Pennsylvania Lottery drawn live every day at 7 only on TV 24. When severe weather threatens, trust Erie's only team of 3 certified meteorologists. Only the Jet Pinpoint Weather Team is on your side.
Welcome back to TV Guide's 50 best shows of all time. The countdown continues with number 19, 30-something. Primetime therapy for baby boomers that kept viewers on the couch for 85 sessions. At number 18, Cheers. America's favorite corner bar for 11 years, where we all became regulars.
You want to go where everybody knows your name. When you think about it, that's home.
When Norm walked into Cheers, he was most definitely at home.
You never ready?
There's someone there who's familiar with you and they know your name. And they know the bad sides, they know the good sides, but yet they let you in the door every day.
All the other sex stuff that you told us all, through the years, that's all true, right?
Oh, sure.
Because our lives pretty much revolve around those stories.
Well, John and I were certainly the geek chorus.
How do you think it feels to be attracted to someone that makes you sick?
You disgust me. I hate you.
Are you as turned on as I am?
More.
This next show's original title was The Rise and Shine Show. Today, it's called Today, America's early morning wake-up call for the last 50 years. And at number 16, The Carol Burnett Show.
The magic of Carol Burnett is that she was just funny, and universally funny.
Carol Burnett can do any character. She has invented some of the most bizarre, laughable women we have ever seen.
How dare you do this to me after all I've done for you?
I've seen the ocean chum.
Not my hunk of it.
They had such a good time. Of course, Tim Conway's mission in life was to break up Harvey Korman. That's all it was. And it became a thing with the audience. Everybody knew in America that Tim Conway was after Harvey Korman.
You can't duplicate the Carol Burnett Show for one reason. You can't duplicate Carol Burnett.
The gown is gorgeous.
Thank you. I saw it in the window and I just couldn't resist it.
It's a pretty huge mantle to put on someone to call him a comic genius. But Carol Burnett definitely is a comic genius.
So long. Good night. Thank you.
We got the first TV on the block. It was about this big, and it was in this square, like, suitcase thing. And they kept it locked up, and then, like, when something came on, and we mostly watched Ed Sullivan on Sunday, the family, they'd unlock it out of the case, and the case was huge with the little screen, and, we'd all crowd around it to watch. It was like, it was a channel from another planet. It was definitely like alien life forms existed in another medium there in our living room, and I was like, I want to go with them.
At 15, the Sunday night showcase that launched Elvis and the Beatles, Ed Sullivan. And at 14, Hill Street Blues, the gritty police show that turned average cops into outstanding drama. It was the age of Camelot, and while the Kennedys were running the country, Rob and Laura Petrie were running prime time. At number 13, The Dick Van Dyke Show.
I had done physical comedy. I was raised on Buster Keaton and Stan Laurel. So Rob Petrie became a little bit of a klutz.
Oh, hand me the phone. Like Sam? There's not going to be any company. Oh, don't hang up.
The producers auditioned over 60 actresses for the role of Laura, until in walked a young dancer named Mary Tyler Moore.
The most amazing thing about Mary is that when she was much younger than all of us. I think she was 23 years old. She had done some acting and some dancing, but no comedy ever. And we said, well, she's very pretty and she's very talented, but, can she play comedy?
What'd you win?
Oh, I won a dryer and a rotis.
I think we both had kind of a crush on each other.
He's just so darn cute and always was.
People have told me that you were the only couple on television that really appeared to be married, and that there seemed to be some sexuality between the two of you.
I am very familiar with all the times we would look at each other and break up laughing. Now, I think that is based on sexual tension. I'm not sure about this, but I think it is.
We were a good team.
1, 2...
I forgive you.
Here's Johnny.
Number 12 on the list, The Tonight Show. Johnny Carson's home turf for 4,531 shows.
He was the guy who, you know, you didn't mind being in your bedroom, you know, at 11:30 at night, every night for 30 years.
Dippity-doo. Dippity-doo. What forms on your dippity early in the morning?
As a young boy, I mean, I stayed up late to watch it. I still have sleeping problems because as a young boy, I used to watch Johnny Carson. But he was Hollywood. He was TV.
People are always asking if they're real and...
Oh, I would never. I would never, you see.
No, you don't have to ask.
I would not.
I tell you what, these are mine.
I have certain guidelines on the show.
I usually say...
But I would give about a year's pay to peek under there.
32 years ago, she tossed her hat into the air. At number 11, The Mary Tyler Moore Show.
Who can turn the world on with her smile?
The original premise for The Mary Tyler Moore Show had me a recent divorcee. But CBS was terrified the audience would think that I had divorced Dick Van Dyke, and that would be totally unacceptable.
So, Mary became a single woman in a Minneapolis newsroom.
The owner's been asking about how important you are to the station.
What'd you tell him, Lou?
He told him to watch you do the news and decide for himself.
Oh, my God!
The relationship between Mary and Lou Grant is a little absurd by today's standards. I mean, the fact that she still called him Mr. Grant even after 7 years together.
Mr. Grant! Mr. Grant!
In the 7th year, we decided to just see what might happen if the two of them got together on a romantic basis.
This is completely crazy, you know that.
Are you sure?
And we had that wonderful episode where we are on a date and we sit down and realize that we're going to have to put our lips together and see if there is the magic. And we had to pretend that there was nothing there. But let me tell you, no, I'm only fooling.
What is your favorite animated show of all time? The Flintstones? The Jetsons? The Simpsons? Or South Park? TV Guide's online voters said The Simpsons, who are coming up next as your favorite TV stars face off in the ultimate television showdown.
Diana, go to the moon, huh?
It's the top 10 when TV Guide's 50 best shows of all time continues.
Ever gonna get your washer fixed?
Well, we wouldn't be able to see you every Saturday. Oh, well, that's the last load.
See you next Saturday, son.
All washers and dryers on sale. And get 0% until May 2003, plus free delivery. Only at Sears. Where else?
You're a smooth operator, a real cool, sweet shaker. Stir me, baby, 'cause I'm all mixed up. Kiss me, honey, come and fill my cup. Slim, fast, fresh, don't you hold back.
Slim Fast Powder. Shakes you make. Nutritious calcium-rich meals to help you manage your weight.
Ooh, la, 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 I like it like that.
Slim Fast. It's your life. Feed it right.
2 hours of hard riding, and I was hurting. So I took control with Advil. Not Tylenol, not Aleve. Nothing's proven stronger or last longer than Advil.
You have the strength to get rid of pain. Take control. Take Advil.
We're showing off the practicality of Scott tissue in a place where common sense reigns supreme.
In Scotland.
I like the name. Right or left? Every roll has 1,000 sheets.
1,000 sheep? Not sheep. 1,000 sheets.
And it's soft as a lamb in April.
Here you are. Thank you. Look what she gave me.
It's too good for you.
It's mine.
Everyone here agrees you should get it for your clan.
Scott Tissue, common sense on a roll.
Was this kilt thing your idea?
Taste the best the world has to offer. New Fancy Feast grilled tuna and grilled salmon. Tender tuna or salmon, perfectly grilled, then delicately basted in a savory broth. Fancy Feast from Friskies. Good taste is easy to recognize.
Available for a limited time only. Join Tigger.
I'm so happy I feel like bouncing.
Piglet and Winnie the Pooh. Discover Pooh's first movie, The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Available for a limited time on Disney DVD and video. Rated G.
Working hard or working out, nutrition is important. With Centrum or Centrum Silver, you benefit from what science discovers about how the right multivitamins help unlock energy and strengthen immunity. Centrum and Centrum Silver, always complete from A to Zinc.
Next week, David Blaine unveils his next death-defying stunt. And this Friday, only 2020's got the inside scoop. So what is he up to now? Watch 2020 Friday.
35 hours on a tiny platform in the sky. David Blaine's newest feat is like riding 10 stories up and jumping into thin air. David Blaine's Vertigo, live Wednesday, May 22nd, 10/9 Central on EBC.
This is it, the Top 10. TV Guide's very best shows of all time. At number 10, the show that wrote the rule book on how to break the rules.
Jane, you ignorant slut. That first cast, which included my brother, captured the hearts of America.
Look! Cheeseburger, 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 cheeseburger. No, no!
We are two wild and crazy guys.
Captured the baby boom generation that was raised on TV. And they were making fun of everything they grew up with, and we all watched it, and we all could relate to it. They were a spokesman for our generation.
From one generation to the next, SNL continues to launch comedy superstars.
No way.
This is a men's cut. Why does everybody think I'm the homo gay?
Acting! Brilliant! And to this day, 30 years later, when I hear that saxophone after they say Saturday Night Live, I get a chill.
At number 9, The Andy Griffith Show.
Now, the fact that you can remember that theme song and you can whistle it like that shows the power of that show.
For 9 years, the show served up a beautiful slice of Americana.
I baked him a special pie.
And the scripts had to be shorter than usual to accommodate the character's slow southern drawl.
He's done his arithmetic. Pretty important, you know.
6 and 8 is 14.
You take your pa now. He's the sheriff. He uses arithmetic. Even the prisoners, they use numbers. The ones on their backs.
He had great funny stuff with Don Knotts as Barney Fife, but the core of the show, what made it to me so great, was the relationship between Andy Griffith and Ronnie Howard as Opie.
You're my son, and I'm proud of you just for that. You do the best you can, and if you do that, that's all I'll ever ask of you. Okay?
Okay, Paul.
It was very emotional, very touching, very real, and we could take from that and see parenting techniques and how a father dealt with his son. I mean, I thought that was made that show so great.
Hey, what gives, man?
A different kind of father-son relationship exists between Homer and Bart. At number 8, The Simpsons, a cartoon show that requires 100 animators working for 6 months to produce just one episode.
Cartoons don't have any deep meaning. They're just stupid drawings that give you a cheap laugh.
All right, the top 10 reasons to name this show number 7. We only need one. David Letterman, the brilliant clown prince of late-night comedy. What is the only show in television history that doesn't have a theme song? Here's a hint. 60 Minutes clocks in at number 6. And at number 5, a family to die for, The Sopranos.
Are you in the mafia?
There's no mafia.
Well, Tony's a mob father, but he's a father.
She's drunk. Was she driving like this?
I could have taken ecstasy, but I didn't.
Don't puke on the floor.
What are you doing up? Go to bed.
She fools around with ecstasy and you yell at me?
Get up there!
Tony Soprano, I think, was a really revolutionary character for TV. In the first season, he kills a man. Now, your lead character on a TV show has to be a likable guy. And in the first few shows, people really got to like this guy. And, okay, now he's a murderer, and we're establishing that. And it was a very interesting crossroads.
It's Godfather Knows Best meets Leave It to Cleaver. Tony Soprano is a husband and a father who lies, cheats, and steals. But don't worry, he's in therapy.
You've made me all of the things you feel are missing in your wife and in your mother.
You said you're digging up somebody you clipped 3 months ago.
I was worried.
Shut up! People do that, they want to get caught.
Oh, I want to get caught.
Yeah, you want to get caught. I've seen it before. That's cowboyitis.
The Sopranos, I think, blurs the lines between the good guy and the bad guy.
You want to be a big bad guy, Christopher?
I was worried that I didn't do it.
Shut up!
It's not just black hat, white hat anymore.
Next, All in the Family.
Guys like us, we had it made. Those were the days.
In the 60s, we had civil rights movement. We had the sexual revolution. We had a very volatile and interesting, fascinating social time in this country. And All in the Family was kind of born out of that.
Hey, it's guys like you. What all this for a reason? I mean, you're letting this man. You're totally close-minded.
I think it made people feel uncomfortable because they didn't like hearing people talk like that on television. They didn't like racism expressed in such bold and bald terms.
If your spicks in your space want their rightful share of the American dream, let them get out there and hustle for it just like I did.
But it was good because it spawned dialogue.
You are a meathead.
For a nation torn apart by war, racism, politics, and scandal, All in the Family helped us lick our wounds with laughter.
I said stifle, and I mean stifle. Stifle, stifle, stifle!
It was funny, it was entertaining, it reflected life, it dealt with issues. This was cutting edge, and it changed the landscape of television for its time.
Those were the days.
Weighing in at number 3, a true television heavyweight, Jackie Gleason in The Honeymooners.
Let's face it, Alice, you're living off the fat of the land.
Let's face it, Ralph, you are the fat of the land.
One of these days. One of these days. Pow! Right there.
He was Everyman, TV's first blue-collar hero in black and white. A 50-inch waist on a 10-inch screen.
The Honeymooners, I mean, I am Ralph Cramden in my other life. I'm also kind of Alice, and I loved their relationship so much. I just loved that she didn't flinch when he went crazy, and they fit together so well.
We need a lawyer.
We need a plumber.
A lawyer!
A plumber!
A lawyer!
A plumber!
A doctor!
A doctor?
If you get a plumber, you're gonna need a doctor.
Ralph and Ed, Art Carney and Jackie Gleason, the characters they played, they were the working man. They represented what makes America strong. And why do people want to watch them? They're watching themselves.
But for all its screaming and hot-headed craziness, at the root of every Honeymooners episode, there was love.
Oh, I don't know why, honey, but I love you.
Yeah? Baby, you're the greatest.
The greatest comedian in TV history comes in at number 2. I Love Lucy.
Lucille Ball was a pioneer in every way, and she was the brains behind Desilu Productions. She's the one who came up with doing a multi-camera shoot for a sitcom. Every sitcom that you see has been based on that model that she set up. She was able to have a show with a Hispanic husband as the lead, Cuban, which unheard of back when that was on. She broke ground like no one has done since, because before her, it was all Father Knows Best, and this is the model, and you cannot stray from that. And she said, not only am I going to stray from it, I'm going to break it every way I can. She was, by far the most groundbreaking woman in television history.
We're finally here. Out of the millions of hours of great television programs over the past 50 years, TV Guide's #1 best show of all time is the one and only Seinfeld.
don't blow this.
I will not blow this.
If he says he doesn't want it to be a show about nothing, don't go nuts.
Oh, yeah! It's fine. It doesn't have to be about nothing.
He might not want nothing.
Something, nothing. I could care less.
Excellent. He might want a show about anything and everything.
Anything, everything, something, nothing. Who the hell cares?
Everybody likes to say it's a show about nothing. Obviously, everything has to be about something. We decided, let's just do the funniest show we can do.
The four of them made a wager to see who could go the longest without gratifying themselves. It was horrible, horrible.
We wanted to do a show that kind of addressed what people were leaving out of the other shows. You know, all of the little struggles of life.
You want a Christmas card? You want a Christmas card? All right, here. Here's your Christmas card.
We hit upon the idea of turning those small things into huge disasters.
Help! Someone help!
Shut up, you old pig!
Nothing for you.
Is this how it ends? It can't! It can't end like this! I'm ready! Glory! Hallelujah!
When we come back, Jerry Seinfeld talks about being number one.
This is big. It's a big thing.
Vital signs erratic. Give her 250 cc's of saline. We're not losing this one.
All right, cut!
I'm lucky to walk away from here unharmed today, but the creatures in the ocean can't. It's our future. Take charge of it. Call or log on.
They started dancing.
Hello? Yes.
Yeah, I just... Our credit? Yeah, sure. We pay some bills late, but we pay them. But that shouldn't keep us from getting the house.
Paying bills late can have a negative effect on your credit and could keep you from owning a home.
Who's that?
Salesman.
But it's never too late to get it right. Call for the free guide on credit from the Fannie Mae Foundation and for a list of lenders and credit counselors.
2 grilled stuffed burritos.
Bring it on.
It's big, it's beefy. It's the grilled stuffed burrito from Taco Bell. Seasoned beef, 3 melted cheeses, sealed inside a grilled tortilla. The affordable heavy-duty portable is just $1.99. For the heaviest meal on wheels, you gotta think outside the bun.
How do I care for my skin? With an oatmeal treatment. How do I really care for my skin?
Olay Daily Facials. Serious skincare in one step.
Sometimes I get a mud pack too.
Olay Daily Facials.
Days go by and still I think of you. Days when I couldn't live my life without you. Without
With some sunless tanners, you can get a tan that's a far cry from the sun. You can look streaky or freaky. But there's a breakthrough. Endless Summer Sunless Tanner from Coppertone. For a natural-looking tan in only 30 minutes. Endless Summer Sunless Tanner from Coppertone.
Tropicana Pure Premium is now bottled to go. So anytime, anywhere, you can feel pure good. And we do mean anywhere. Pure Premium. Now it's even easier to feel pure good every day.
I said to my wife, I said, you know that TV guide thing that I was going to be on some list of the best shows? Well, it turns out we're the #1 show of all time. And we just kind of looked at each other and I go, you know what? This is big. This is a big thing. And I went out for a walk. I said, let's go outside. I got to take a walk. And we just walked down 81st Street. And I felt a little weak in the knees. And I decided to call everybody that was on the show. I called Larry David and Jason and Julia and Michael.